Hello folks, we've got another staff picks for you. We have a very familiar face and a very familiar bike just behind me. He's the other person you will notice from reviews quite often. He is the photographer for Urban Rider. Is that the title you want to go with?
Social media manager and photographer.
That's true. I'm forgetting very important parts of his job. So you'll see him all over Instagram. He has a big influence in the look of the company. We're going to see his favorite items, some of the things that stand out to him, some new items, and if you stick around till the very end, I'll treat you by firing up that bike and you can actually hear what that sounds like, because it's pretty tasty. You've seen it a lot. Get going.
Second coffee of your day?
It is the second coffee. I had a tea before as well, so that's 3 caffeinated drinks.
Bribing you with coffee. Is it a bit
Basically,
windy?
you're just trying to overpower me with quantity over... That's rude. It was good quality as well.
How's that spade? It's kind of heavy.
So you definitely know the format by now. You probably know the format by now as well. We're going to go head to toe, top to bottom with your gear. So your first helmet is the SHOEI GLAMSTER. What do you like most about this helmet?
I love the retro styling.
Yeah.
The comfort. It's very lightweight and comfortable, but it's not too loud. There are louder helmets or quieter helmets on the market, but this is certainly a practical yet stylish one.
I think it's one of the simplest, cleanest designs for helmets that we've got. And of course, we do have a new version of this one. So we've got the ECE 2206 version, which is only ever so slightly bigger. We did put a side by side with them.
Yeah.
And if you're worried about it being bigger because of the new safety standards, don't at all, because you wouldn't even notice, honestly, unless you had them side by side and got the tape measure out.
Which I'm sure some people do.
You might. I did. I had to. It's my job. I'm sorry. Next one is your open face.
Yeah, so onto the D&D vintage. That's probably what you've seen me most. Well, summer months, definitely. It's just such an easy helmet. It's so stylish, so quick and simple. It's a great shell size. It's very discreet.
See, now, I struggle with open face and get told it regularly by Lawrence. He regularly insults my face and says it's too thin for open face helmets.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the helmets or one of the brands that actually does fit on my face properly. And I appreciate the Triumph sticker on this one. You do like stickers in your helmets, don't you?
I should mention that one. That was probably my favourite sticker.
Mention it.
That's my favourite sticker. A very beautiful lady marooned on an island under which says, "Don't send help." Which, as I think about it, is really stupid.
Yeah, it's the opposite of carrying one of those medical cards.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine. I'll be right.
Yeah. I'll brush it off, mate.
Pretty lady on my
Your legs
helmet.
off. That's fine.
Yeah.
So as much as you like that bike, love it. I'm going to go as far as to say love it. You did recently cheat on it.
A few times.
Weirdly enough, though, what's the one you were thinking of changing it for?
It's newer, bigger brother, the Scrambler 1200.
And what was the reason for that?
Being lulled into the modern tech behind all the newer bikes, you know, the ABS is standard, better brakes, better suspension, newer and shinier.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, when you're riding an older bike, when there's this tech out there and it's available, why don't you choose it?
I would be upset if that went.
It's not going.
As would our Instagram feed, because it does look good. To be honest, it looks better than a modern one.
Yeah,
but then you've breathed on that quite heavily. You've changed a few things.
It needs a bit more love. There are things in the pipeline that I will be doing to it. I'm going to put a Tech TEC 2-in-1 exhaust on it.
You don't like that exhaust?
I hate the fact that it rusts. It's mild steel or soft steel, however you describe it. But either way, it rusts like a pig. All
right, moving on we'll go jackets next, I think. Let's go for a big old body part.
We'll start with the KNOX Action Pro Mark II. It's a fantastic jacket. It is new to me and new to my kit list.
Yeah.
I am probably known in the office for wearing as little
as you can protectively, yeah. We've tried to tease you into some protective clothing over the years.
As is my family and my friends and my girlfriend. So, yeah, this is new to my kit list, but I'm very, very pleased with it. It means I can wear a hoodie, a casual shirt, nothing that's motorcycle orientated over the top, and I know that I'm protected.
This is, I'm going to go on a limb and say, the slimmest, lightest thing you can have.
Yes.
Which used to be, say, the Urbane Pro, but this is even lighter again than that.
Yeah, and this is less mesh.
Yeah, it's like an active wear kind of, but abrasion resistant. It's quite a clever material I've gone for with this one. Next one is much more familiar looking for motorcyclists. Everyone needs a leather jacket.
Yes, again, a more recent purchase in the summer. I've timed it perfectly for the turn of winter or autumn. This is the GOLDTOP 1958. As with most of my kits, as you've said, the GLAMSTER and the DMD, sort of simple, clean lines. And
but
it doesn't scream motorcycle jacket.
No.
It just looks like a leather jacket, stylish leather jacket, but it is CE approved and does come with armour.
So yeah, it comes with KNOX armour level 1. But yeah, it just looks like a regular leather jacket.
Yeah.
There's no sort of like shouting about itself.
That's pretty
Other
shouty.
than when you... Great timing.
Good.
Yeah, the line is eye-catching, but of course it would be against your body most of the time, so you wouldn't see it. But yeah. So what other things have you got on that bike? What other modifications have you got?
The seat's been redone. It was a down and out rear rack and seat. The seat for me was a little too thin, not very comfortable, and water got in so quickly. So I reupholstered it and added a fair chunk of seat padding to it. The fenders, both front and rear, are brushed aluminium, braced handlebars, sort of for the old school look.
The indicators, they're aftermarket as well?
Yeah, we actually sell them. They're the Moto Gadget M-Blaze, but it was amazing how tiny they are for how bright they can be.
Yeah. Is that about it as far as modifications go?
No, I mean, I could go on for ages. But I mean, the sprocket cover.
I only say this because I'm sure if people have seen it before, they'll want to know where you got certain things from.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I love the sprocket cover, actually.
Sprocket cover was
That's cool.
Really good addition.
Yeah.
Also weight saving. You would be surprised how heavy that piece of metal is from stock, from factory. YSS rear shocks, headlight brackets, pannier rail from Motone for luggage, which I find incredibly useful. Use it daily.
I've got to say, actually, yours is probably one of the most reliable bikes we've got in the team.
Commentator's curse. I hope that doesn't now result in a few breakdowns, but
I've jinxed it.
Yeah, I mean, I use it daily, literally daily, and Max Vanoni looks after it very well.
Yeah.
I look after it a bit, and yeah, it does me well.
So onto legs, and I have noticed that this happens far too frequently. We're wearing the same trousers again, and I've done this a few times in the staff picks because we're really fond of the John Doe Pioneer. Yeah. So I am wearing the John Doe Pioneer in a different colour to yours, at least. It's not that awkward. But you've got the newest colour that we've got in. Pitch black, is it?
The pitch black, yeah. The John Doe Pioneer pitch black. Yeah, I don't need to rave about them too much. you know you're wearing them.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic jean. You can sit very casually and they don't look like a motorcycle jean, and yet they are fully protective, CE approved jeans. The
fact that they are AAA approved as well is still mind-blowing to me in terms of how they feel on. They're not a skinny jean.
No.
And I don't want a skinny jean because you're on the bike, you move around a fair amount. I want it to be a little bit more forgiving, and you probably feel the same on yours.
100%.
Even though it's a smaller bike, but you still need the flexibility in there, don't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm overcompensating something. You have a scrambler.
I do.
So it's only right that you should have like proper off-road adventure boots, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. We all know the Scrambler is a poser. It doesn't, or I don't take it scrambling.
No.
I am very keen to do some scrambling. Yeah. Maybe not on that bike. I'd like to get a little enduro bike, something just to learn. Yeah. Learn on, enjoy throughout the sort of the colder months, maybe Salisbury Plain, green laning. Which leads on to, lovely segue, to these, the TCX Drifter. Yeah. I've tried them on, I've worn them a few times, and they are an incredibly comfortable boot, but my God, do you feel invincible in them. Yeah. You put them on and sort of, you know that you're protected and supported. So I can't wait to sort of put them through their paces.
Everyone needs a tall, waterproof boot. And although they are stiffer, they're still flexible enough, right?
Yeah,
especially because your bike it's not like you haven't got rear sets, you've got like mid sets on your bike, right? So the position isn't too tight in your foot, but you've still got enough movement in these.
Exactly, yeah.
The reason I like that bike is a bike with a kind of a connection to a person. That's you and that bike for sure, you've got a connection with it. But it was also the first bike you bought, right?
Yeah, well, first road legal bike, yeah.
You said that you'd always wanted that bike in particular, that specific bike.
Dream bike, yeah.
Yeah. What was the reason?
Steve McQueen influence from that era of riders, and I flip-flopped between the Bonneville, the Thrux and the Scrambler, and I landed on the Scrambler and fixated on it. I like the idea of it can do a bit of both, scrambling, a bit of off-road, bit of on-road. We all know that it's better on the road, but no, I just love the style, love the look, and yeah, I'm glad I stuck with it.
So, attached to your armies are your handies. And you've got some gloves just down here as well.
Yep, I do. I have the Helston Jeff. Don't say it.
Fine, okay.
I know you can see you.
I don't have to say it. I can find a clip and splice it in.
My name is Jeff.
These are great. They're a fantastic summer glove. We shot these a few weeks ago, I remember, and they, obviously while we're shooting them, we tried them on, and it was incredibly comfortable straight away. And I was like, I happened to be looking for a summer glove, so these were perfect.
That is the best part of our job.
Yeah,
it's basically you go out and actually test
every
it.
week we test the gear. Maybe a little harsh on our wallets and our budget, but
a little bit.
It is definitely a perk.
I like, when it comes to gloves, I do have to admit Helston's are some of my favourites because we both got another pair of Helston's that we wear regularly.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
And welcome to the show, Rupert Atkins.
Wave. Say hi.
Mug off to camera.
There he is.
There you go.
Don't mind me.
So you recently went on a trip to Spain.
I did.
With Cameo Rupert
did.
over there.
Yeah.
Nice. So it was like monsoon season.
On the weather forecast, I'd like to add, we were very lucky. So,
Yeah, you actually managed to avoid it pretty well.
Yeah.
But it was looking concerning.
Yeah, I came into the office maybe a day or 2 days before saying, I need waterproofs.
Yeah, we're all very supportive, so we didn't laugh at all.
I was very, I wasn't boasting, but I was very happy to go off to Spain, and then merely a couple of days before we read the weather forecast, and it was, our route was basically blanketed by this rain cloud. So.
Had you had waterproofs before that?
Yes, but fairly old,
Okay.
and actually I gave my old waterproofs to my other
Okay.
riding with us, and then
How
I bought a
selfless of
new
you. That's
new
very
pair
selfless.
for myself. Yeah.
Okay, but then you needed new waterproofs. Now, what I found more recently, and I bought my own, I've updated my waterproofs because I've always had them.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
But I prefer having something to go over the top of my regular gear because waterproof stuff isn't as breathable. So if you're going to be wearing it year round, you're going to be more uncomfortable when it's hot.
Yeah.
So being able to take that off and have the option is great. It's small, it packs down. So I've gone for the Scott waterproofs, which we got after you came back as well. The timing was absolutely
Timing's
brilliant.
great.
But you do have some, so you've got some with you here.
I do, yeah.
And what have you got? What do you recommend?
I would recommend the Scott.
Yeah.
Tried them on, we've tested them,
Yeah.
and they are fantastic. Like you said, they came out after our trip,
Yeah.
but I bought the Risha fill in the blank.
Layer it over the screen now. And this stood you well on the trip.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would also recommend these if you're on a tighter budget or just were looking for something for the occasional rainstorm. The Risha are fantastic.
Yeah, just have something like that. That's all I'm saying. Have a little look. There's loads of Revit stuff as well, which is new to us, and again arrived just after you came back.
Who knew Spain would be so wet?
And that is about it. We can leave your housemate to the rest of the living room and stop taking up some space. And,
Yeah, that's fine.
Go and enjoy the rest of our day.
Go grab a coffee.
Second coffee.
Apparently, I'm not going to win on the exhaust sound, so I'll go
I
with
don't
the
know.
coffee competition.
Which one? Genuinely, which one? I'll cut this out, don't I? Which one would you pick?
If not mine.
Yeah.
If not my own. Oh, it kills me to say this.
No, I'll cut it out. They'll never see it. Don't worry.
Lauren's.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll definitely cut it
No,
out.
Andy. Andy's sounds just a bang on. That's
You just realise for a second then that Andy's the one that can fire you. And that's when
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy's.
Lawrence would just give me a grimace and that's it.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, get out. Yeah, no, the Zard on that Ducati is
That's the one your
perfect.
favourite. Second only to yours, obviously.
Second to mine.
There you go. You can hear it now. Okay. It's only fair. Drop a comment down below, let us know which one you think sounds the best. I'm going to say it's in top 3.
Ooh, Tim, flirting with me. My name is Jeff.